Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, evovul, zmufu, Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, evovul, zmufu, Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, evovul, zmufu. As I walk through the valley of the shades of death, I render some remembrance within my breath. So, we are at Springwood Cemetery of Greenville, South Carolina, and this seems to be top and center. Over there might be higher, but Dora E Arnold died January 8th, 1919. This was established 100 years prior to that. Or was it, did it say 1812? Francis A. Miles died June 14th, 1903. And Balote T.A. April 14th, 1909. M.L. January 14th, 1937. Well, God's omnipresent. Don't all die in that. Of course, it depends on what you mean by Lord. You got 1901, John Allender Mooney. I don't think I've seen a Mooney grave anywhere before. Margaret A Montgomery, March 3rd, 1950. Margaret daughter of so it's a child grave here. 1905, December 3rd. I can't. M. Oh, McGriffin. Okay. And don't step there. William M. Mooney, April 24th, 1955. Mildred English, December 22nd, 1933. Maud Mooney, May 29th, 1943. C. Williams Griffin, March 2nd, 1927. Does that mean that he wasn't buried here? Turn to my 888 video for the meaning of Jesus and how it, he didn't say that anybody was asleep in him or anything like that, or would be. Othello D. Milam, November 11th, 1919. And C. V, or would that have been an L? And John Smith, CSL. Okay. Some sort of veteran, I presume, because there's people who go about the graveyard and put in Confederate flags, so this could be Civil War veterans, or even later veterans. J.C. Birney. CSA, what does CSA stand for? Someone comment. H. Parker, May 16th, 1898. Edward Arthur Thompson, January 23rd, 1953. Ruby Belota, August 23rd, 1987. Okay, we did this level, so let's see further out in the circle. Susan 19 1900, I don't know. 1890. Oh, that could be 1892. Herbert Hammond, December 28th. Someone, the daughter of Hammond, 1886. Eugene Hammond, July 27th, 1971. The daughter of Frank and Mary Hammond, 1871. Martin, is that 1878? Othello Ansel. It's on the other side. Yes, it is. Martin Ansel, August 23rd, 1945. December 25th. All right, we got a Christmas death. Ophelia A. Spites is, well, not all right. We have James Rothram. Oh, that's perhaps what we have. 1895. Can't quite. Well, some may think that they want to meet their family in the afterlife, but they're not going to. Claiborne S. Ansel, August 18th, 1904. Josephine Abigail Wing Worley, September 13, 1940. F. Ansel Worley, December 17th, 1955. Frank Hammond, 1914. Mary B. Hammond, 1930. They were married on December 12th. Oh, it's December 12th. So I found something for today, 1877. MBH, FH. Probably children, young children in particular. Gertrude Ansel Worley, January 27th, 1974. Alexander Sloan Briggs, June 16th, 1891. Anne LeBruce Robinson, his wife, December 2nd, 1907. George Robinson Briggs, November 8th, 1900. Nanny Reynolds Briggs, January 4th, 1951. Alfred Baxter Carpenter, December 10th, 1916. Who deserves, well, needs not another's praise. That's true enough, but one's legacy is important to establish. She hath done what she could. Well, everyone has something more they could have done, but okay, let's go over here. Let's not leave anything out. And okay. This is gonna doctor. Okay, something. Okay, that's not. I'm not as good at reading with my fingers, but perhaps something could show up in an enhancement of some sort. Not that I'm necessarily going to do that. Okay. Let's. Rosa, wife of W.A. Briggs, August 18, 1895. And memory shall be a guiding thing in heaven. Okay, well, as long as we understand heaven as a metaphor, I don't personally believe in the Bible doesn't support the idea of renaming the women after the husband, but George Blakely, November 5th, 1891. Kate Blakely, April 8th, 1966. Helen Blakely, November 14, 1981. And let's see this and move on further to Sydney E. Boozer, September 14th, 1963. Cassie A. Boozer, February 4th, 1971. Reuben R. Astbury, January 17th, 1969. Abner D. Astbury, May 15th, 1931. So that would be the father. And India P. Astbury, October 14th, 1928. Yeah. Helen G. Astbury, Sloan, March 19th, 1981. And Marion A. Pyron, May 19th, 1972. A. H. Pyron, November 12th, 1956. And let's remember to step carefully, lest there's places where one could sink in. Isabel E. Astbury, March 22nd, 1993. Abner D. Astbury Jr., March 21st, 1977. Kerry Ray, wife of W.T. Astbury, 1948. William Pett T. Oh, Pett was his nickname. Okay, why would someone be called Pett? November 24th, 1934. Cassie B. Astbury, March 16th, 1914. And Reuben R. Astbury, August 19, 1906. So that's definitely what that flag could be, is a Civil War vet. And not sure some of the Mammy's Bridges, December 9, 1898. June 21st, 1893. Avon McIver. That's a interesting thing there. A scroll. Bessie Bar Lipscomb, December 1929. James William Lipscomb, February 1921. Christine Lipscomb Bright, July 8th, 1972. James Williams, age 2 years, 6 months, so died May 4th, 1891. Almost lived to see Beltane. We have JWL, BBL, Marjorie McEver Barter, January 9th, 1964. The grave probably caved in, or maybe it wasn't. Oh yeah, grave caved in. I'm not sure what the story of that shape is. William Thacker Osteen, January 28th, 1966. John Cliquot was a doctor, 2007. Marjorie Bar Osteen, 2007. I figure these might be some of the more expensive graves out here. Augusta Greg, April 22nd, 1905. George Richard Wilkinson Jr., MD, March 19, 2008. January 29th, 2010, Mildred Millie Roper. James Richard Wilkinson, 1935, died in China. George Richard Wilkinson, August 30, 1964. Annie Bark, 1943, died in Cleveland, South Carolina. I didn't know there were multiple Clevelands. See, I learned something today. Wilkinson, George Richard Wilkinson III, August 20, 2013. William McAllister Wilkinson, September 10, 1932. Mary Ellen Wilkinson, the Bars. Lillian Barr Sanders, November 28, 1981. Ella Dubari Stewart, April 4th, 1951. Thomas Walter Barr, January 10th, 1915. C.D. Barr, February 7th, 1915. ORR Rifles, CCA, okay. Wait, is that the group that the... No, it's not. Or maybe, yeah, no, it's not. Martha Jane McCann, May 29th, 1899. Daylight Bar, August 16th, 1904. And let's see some of DB, MJB. Oh, perhaps this is a CD Bar, ORR Rifles. Does that stand for the group that later merged into the Klan? Because it didn't start out as the Cliquot Klan, so... Oh, they got chive on the grave. TWB. Yes, the best chive is in the graveyard. Yeah, maybe not. BBL, okay. I did these right, yeah. So, I'm making progress. Captain John McFaul. February 18, 1898, January 18, 1910 for Jane Sullivan McFaul. Caroline, 1892. Okay, more bar graves. Julius McCain Bar, February 27th, 1981. Lewis Lee Bar, January 3rd, 1933. Mary Dundee Bar, September 29th, 1941. And we have Carrie Goodlet, May 25th, 1917. Annie P. Goodlet, September 12th, 1891. Is this from an older grave, or maybe not? That would have broke down, wouldn't have. Queen V. Goodlet, May 10th, 1909. W.B. Goodlet, October 5th, 1907. Jack V. Hunt, June 6th, 1996. Oh, that's must be a child grave. I didn't make a note of that. I can't quite make that out. I'm trying to move quickly here. Henry Ward Goodlet, July 16, 1920. So, let's go back around here. Noette Geneva Reed, June 23rd, 1935. Annie Marie Garrison, August 11th, 1943. Okay, the Heldman plot, so we're going to see a bunch of Heldmans in the center there, but let's see. I personally, if it's diagonal across the hand, that's plenty big of a gravestone for me. And my father, by the way. October 3rd, 1892. Okay. I'm pressed for time, so we're going to leave that. And let's... M-A-H. O? No, that's a C. Can't quite make it out. It's a bit frozen. Let's see what this pillar has to say. Be careful how quick I walk. July 4th, 1886. William Austin McDaniel. Pose. Okay. I'm getting pretty close to finishing this, which is good. Patricia Poe, July 11th, 1930. Mathilda, March 12th, 1890. James Crawford, November 4th, 1886. William Wilkins Poe, July 20th, 1947. September 5th, 1956. Belly SQ. Oh, did she keep her name? That's good for her. Ellen Poe, July 21st, 1962. Nanny Crawford, January 6, 1916. Nelson Carter Poe, February 17th, 1931. And the Norse actually piled stuff on graves in case people ended up being zombies. Fawcett, Mary Isabel, December 15th, 2000. Helen Harriet, February 8th, 2004. Daughters of Helen and Charles W. Fawcett. So, Charles, February 3rd, 2008. Son of Helen H. Schumett and Charles F. Fawcett. Let them bring my steps home when it's time to rest, with a heart full of thanks that I've done my best. That's not too bad. Okay. There are beings with wings, fire beings and light beings. There's a difference, but the light beings are particularly ungendered. I suppose there could be unfallen angels that would read books, but that's kind of a misleading representation. Joseph Palma. Hattie Latimer, okay, died December 21st, 1887. And, okay. L.P. Latimer. CSA. I think I had relatives in CSA. Don't remember what it stands for. The Hawthorne. James G. Hawthorne, 1904. Okay. 61 to 65. Okay. Mrs. S.E. Hawthorne, August 13, 1909. And some people believe that you can... Oh, J.L. Walker, 1913. Woodman of the World. There's definitely signs of Woodmen of the World and Freemasons and all sorts of things out here in this graveyard other than what I'm showing. Ruth Reeves, July 28th, 1938. For a biblical name, Ruth is a rather rare name, comparatively. The infant son of J.L. Etka, July 17, 1888. The infant son of J.L. and Etka Walker, March 26, 1887. One of the great ways that people can atone is that they've lost children, so it pays for a lot or gives a lot of merit when people deal with it properly. Infant son, August 16th, 1890. J.L. Walker, February 17th, 1913. Etka Ann Tyndall Walker, May 9th, 1926. Okay. And I'm in my last bit just in time. ENG, TVG, Eugene N. Green, September 22nd, 1953. His wife, Tola B., December 27th, 1954. Joseph Earl Green, so gotta love the pentagram. Freemason, so it's nothing sinister, obviously. Hazel Ballard Green, October 31st, 1985. WCTU, What's the name of the women's order? That's what that thing represents. Joseph Earl, February 23rd, 2003. So Hazel Tola Green, May 27th, 1940. And I want to make sure to cover all the ground. Frisley Green and March 1889. A lot of this is really hard to tell. Matthew, November 13, 1887. Mays, okay. Carol, Carolina, Carolina American Green. Okay, that's some sort of organization, maybe. No, maybe that's the person's name. Sacred the memory of Ehrman Green, Ehrman Green, July 4th, 1857. Thomas Green, December 1811. Okay, we got a grave older than the official date for the cemetery. So the cemetery was officiated around some graves. That makes sense. Jackson. Okay, Adams. We don't see. Okay. Eugenia Harmon, August 21st, 1946. W.M. Charles Adams, January 10th, 1954. And so let's do a little round here. Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, evovul, Lzwvmmh, the memory of their good deeds, their good beliefs. May this pass on in whatever terms you may see such things. Gvolps Szorg, zmufu, evovul, wvbvm. May their faults in thoughts, words, and deeds not pass on any more than it has to the current and future generations. Gvolps Szorg.